Escopia Radio Talks.
Welcome, guys. This is, of course, Escopia Radio Talk with your host, Balisa Tlilimahwanye. Not the usual face that you guys are used to seeing, but it is still nonetheless Escopia Radio Talk. So today we are joined by, a female DJ in South Africa. She is a media personality and an ex-reality TV star. And it is, of course, she goes by the name of Pinky Girl. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming here. We're so grateful to have you here.
Thanks for inviting me.
So first and foremost, I just want to ask you, how are you doing? Before I can get into, asking questions, just want to know, how are you?
It's been like a terrible week, guys. I feel so sad. I just lost a friend. Ricky just passed away. Guys, it's so terrible.
So
especially in the media industry, it's so terrible. We are in pain.
I think, the death has really triggered a lot of people.
Yeah, even now I feel like, I don't know.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But let's start with your upbringing. I just want to know the kind of family that you grew up in as Pinky Girl. Actually, what is your actual name? Because
Pinky Girl, it is my name.
Okay.
You just know it from TV, but my other name is Tebogo.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I'm from Pretoria.
Okay.
Originally from Rustenburg, but then I grew up in Pretoria.
Oh.
Yeah, I came here when I was 8 months in Pretoria.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
What would you describe your childhood like, actually?
My childhood was really nice. I'm the only child at home.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm the only child at home. And I grew up Kokasi.
Yeah.
And my parents are both teachers and they're young.
Oh,
and
that's
yeah,
amazing.
so... Yeah, I grew up Kasi, Kasi. I'm from Kasi.
Did you by any chance go to or attend a school where your parents taught?
No, my dad taught next door. It was a middle school.
Hectic.
And then my school was primary school, so it was next door.
But you never
my
felt
school.
the pressure, my dad is here next door, so I need to be...
No,
I
they
need to
actually
do that.
respected him. He's a very respectable teacher. And then when they saw me, they were like, oh, your dad. And they didn't even know my mom when I was growing up. They only know my dad. They were like, who's your mom? I'm like, no, my mom is this and that. My mom is there. And they were like, because I was close to my dad. I'm really close to my dad.
You're
I
daddy's
was. But then growing up now, he's like, this girl, it's terrible.
Now you're grown.
It's
So
no
now-
longer the same. Why, Mara? They change, eh?
They do. Or maybe we change.
We
think
change,
we
but they must
change.
adapt to my daughters growing up.
Right? But I really do feel like we also change. We also... It's like... when you-
Ribasad.
Yeah. When you have grown up in this household where you're groomed by parents and you get out and then you learn new things. When you go back, it's like, okay, I'm not that person anymore.
Yeah, because I got out of my parents' house at 18.
So,
So my dad didn't want that.
Sure.
Actually, even now he doesn't know where I live. He doesn't know. He didn't want me to move out of the house and
I
stuff.
see.
So he's actually sad. Actually, when I get married.
The traditional type of way.
And I no. When,
see. Did you guys have that talk though, or were you just like, you know what? I'm doing this. I'm getting out of the house.
Yeah, at tertiary, after high school and stuff, I was like, no, I can't stay here because imagine, I used to be a party girl. I love parties,
Okay.
going out with friends and stuff. So I would just go out, and going out was my dad is very strict. My mom would make plans for me just to go out, So my dad was like, I was like, after high school, I felt I can't. Because the other time I went out and my dad wouldn't even let me in the house. 4 a.m. I had to go back or sleep outside. Imagine. That was terrible.
Hectic. So what would you say, maybe, being the only child kind of spoiled them into thinking we need to always have to
Groom our
protect you and
daughter.
all of that.
Yeah.
But what would you say? What did you learn or love about being the only child? Because you know how a lot of people feel like, I wish I was the only child. And coming from a person who was the only child, what was the experience like?
It's being the only child. It's nice, but it's not nice, because sometimes you feel so very some kids. Now I'm not like that because I grew up around like family, like cousins, a lot of cousins and stuff like that. So during holiday times, like after school, I would go to my grandmother's place in Rustenburg. So I would meet up with my cousins. So that's why I'm very close with my cousins, with family, you know. So they made sure like, okay, at least to get the holidays, they take us to my grandmother's place so that we can hook up. Yeah, because I love my own space. I love being indoors and stuff like that. And growing up, I never even had like a lot of friends. I had only one friend, like growing up. Like even that friend, we were introduced by our parents.
I see.
Yeah, so it was that like family thing. Like I would visit my friend for a weekend. They would take me there for a weekend, or she would come to my house. So it was like that. I never had like a lot of friends.
I see. You had like an intimate kind of
Yeah,
person.
I am.
I see. So how was, your primary school like? Were you always like a bubbly child? Did you always know this is the
I was very shy. I was very shy. When it came to like the speech, I was like, I was very shy. Very, very, very shy. But then, when I grew up, I was like, I know, man, it's fine. Why not?
I see. So now let's talk about how the transitions from primary school to now high school was, because this is like the developing phase for a person. How was your teenage years like, being introduced to those party spaces, probably lovers?
I started partying when I was 14.
Sure.
14, going out, making plans. Like, we need to go out. I used to party. So after primary school, it was like, I'm used to this.
I see.
High school, we party. So Pretoria, we party. So it's not like we have to wait, get primary or no.
Oh, I see.
So I started partying when I was 14. And so high school, it was like, mugroove, yeah.
So did you always know that this is actually the kind of career that you want to tap into?
Not really. Not really. I've always been like a party person, like knowing people, going around, kokasi, chilling, godichisanyama, kawashi, stuff like that. But my dad didn't like that. But utlaring.
Right.
Kostikas, And and then after that, I was like, no, I didn't know what to study. After I was like, you know what, because I was doing everything like on higher grade. And I was like, you know what, I wanted to be an air hostess. Because one of my aunties, she's an air hostess and stuff. And my mom was like, no, you cannot be feeding people or serving people on the plane. It's that kind of a job. You can't. Do something and then something like a backup, and then you can decide what you want to do.
I see.
So I went for computer science.
Oh, is that what you studied after?
Yeah, I went for IT, computer science at Midrand Graduate Institute.
Okay.
And then I did it. And and it was a matter of like, now I have to decide, because I don't like Joburg. I don't like Joburg. So I was like, okay, at least Midrand Graduate Institute, it's in the middle. Even my dad was like, no, go to TUT so that you can stay at home. I stay at home for what? Then I decided for Midrand Graduate Institute, and then I'd stayed at Race, and because it's closer to home, at least.
Was it like the ultimate course that you wanted to study, or you did it because your mom was like, no, I'm pressurizing you to study something?
It was not. I always loved technology and stuff, like asking myself, or how does this thing work and stuff, touching things. So I was like, IT, I'll just do IT.
And now let's talk about tertiary. I mean, that is very huge. Like there's a huge transition from high school to just tertiary, and a lot of people just have this one narrow straight idea of how life is like after matric. But how was life after matric for you?
Hence I was saying, I've been out there, guys.
So you were like an experienced girl.
Yeah, like I just wanted to move out, like out of my parents' house, like do my own thing, learn how to drive. Like I taught myself a lot of things, because my dad was very, very strict. Was very strict. So he couldn't even let me know how to drive. It was like, I know. I taught myself a lot of things.
I see.
Like a lot.
So you would say in a way his strictness did kind of open up some doors, like independent kind of doors for you. You learned how to be independent.
Yeah, I learned myself how to be independent.
That is
because
cool.
nabaton spoil, like even like his daughter, like mwanaka, no,
All the time.
no. Even Kametric dance, he wanted to take me there.
But
Imagine, he wanted to be my date, like for ing.
that is cute.
Yeah, so yeah, I've always been out there. I always
So
hang
even
around guys.
Your tertiary years was all about let's party, let's study, let's party.
Yeah, my tertiary life was like, I need to study because I need to finish, I need to work for myself, I need money, I need to be myself, I need my own place, I need my own car, do my own things.
Did you ever feel those pressures of, I need to work, earn money, and go pay back at home? There's always that black tax, stigma.
No, it was not like that. But then I was that child of, because there's some kids, if their parents give them money, they don't even pay for the school fees. They buy their own things. True. I was never that child because I could see that my parents, they're suffering. Imagine your parents, they always like suffering to pay your school fees and stuff.
And they don't pay it out of
and
like
they don't. By ready loan and stuff like that. And when you're busy, you don't even study, you don't do that. As now, I always cared about my parents' job, especially money. No ways. You can't do that to your parents. You can't. Just finish and then afterwards do your own thing. Okay.
So obviously you explained the fact that you only had one friend, you didn't have a lot of friends. So when you got to tertiary, did you kind of open up and get out of your bubble?
Yeah, I did. I had a lot of friends now. Friends. I don't want friends. There's stages in life, you'll have one friend and then growing up, you'll meet other people around like girls from somewhere and stuff.
That are just acquaintances, not necessarily friends.
And then I saw that I love friends. Like I really love friends, but Bona, they never had good intentions, Like people are jealous, like you don't know way. And then when you love them so deeply, like you love them, you can even share anything with them. But when they take advantage of you, of everything. So I stopped. Even now, like I stopped. Like I'm focusing on my family. My closest people is my family or my boyfriend or whoever.
I see. So now, did life after tertiary work out the way that you thought? I mean, you studied this course and you're now potentially looking for a job that is in alignment with this course, an apartment or not ever. Just the very typical things that people think about.
Yeah, everything worked out. I finished my degree. After finishing my degree, I went for internships. I looked for jobs. I drove myself. Life. Didn't get scared, but like life, I drove around, like just fell. And then I eventually found an internship in Patela 4,000. My mom was like, take it, it's something, that's
was
a
that
start.
Like your first?
Yeah, my first job,
What was like your first job? Some people's first job is like waitress, whatever.
No. My first job was like IT, internship in IT. Go ZTE. It was a company called ZTE. It did like the cell phone networking and stuff. So nearly looks at the printer, but anyway, it's fine. It's live.
We have to start somewhere.
Yeah, I'm patela 4,000 rand. And it was okay. And the company closed down. And then I had to look for another job. Where did I work? I worked at Standard Bank. Standard Bank. And Standard Bank, we were fixing machines, swiping machines. And nearly sort of like a technical support, like a call center. Stress, eh? Because IT is like that. You have to go through steps, support. Then I went through that stages.
Does that mean anytime they call you, you need to be available?
So if no Pinky Girl is at a club,
if Pinky Girl is at a club, what happens now?
Kitty, my phone. Yes, I couldn't. Yeah, then fine, that job, I got it. At least Nepatelanya, I was getting like 12,000 rand at least. But then you had to work. Like the shift is that thing. Even Sundays, you had to work. You had to work. Like for technical support, you have to answer calls from like people, Basafara. And then when you go groove on Friday, you have to fix things. I can't. Like I couldn't even meet up with family, like interacting with family the weekends and stuff. I couldn't. Like,
did you ever feel pressures? Because we kind of like, we have different journeys. We have friends that we go with to tertiary who kind of make it like, their journey is a bit quicker
Yeah.
than ours.
Yeah.
Did you kind of feel those pressures that, okay, maybe this friend is buying a car, this friend is buying this friend is buying that, and I'm still probably at this stage of my life? Did you ever feel those pressures of wanting to, how people say at 24 I need to be here, at 25 I need to be here?
Yeah.
So did you ever go through those stages?
Yeah, I did, but it was not pressure because of MGI, Midrand Graduate Institute, was very expensive by that time. It's it's a private university. So it was like 60,000 rand, so it was very expensive. My friends of mine, they dropped out. So they couldn't. So those are the people that I used to hang around Koteshari. Some of them, they even dropped out.
Yeah.
So I never had any pressure because of na life. It was always like advanced.
That's amazing.
Guys, it's better to get out of your parents' house when you are like young. Young. Go and find yourself.
There's no
Don't
age
fall
too
under.
young.
Yeah. Get out of your parenting. Move out. Go and find yourself and stuff like that. There was a time when my parents, they couldn't pay for my tertiary, for my race. They were like, you must come and stay at home. My dad. And then my mom was like, no, I will make a plan. My daughter won't come back because going back, guys, people discourage you, guys, especially friends, people that you grew up with. Some of them, they don't have the same vision as you and stuff. And you start talking differently and they're like, oh, we get a bit. Yeah, what's wrong with her? So I stayed. I never had any pressure because everybody went through problems, Joka Teshar.
Yeah.
Maybe some babaluring they never stayed race. Maybe they did well. They stayed at home and stuff. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. But there was no pressure. I never had any pressure. It's more advanced because I left some of my friends at home,
And obviously, coming from Kokasi, there's so many, everything's out there in the open.
Yeah.
We see it all, whether it's teenage pregnancy, whether it's someone who started from mole and messed up when they were supposed to be.
Yeah. So Nami, I've always been alone. I never looked for I just got level or me. I'm gonna reach there. I'm gonna have my own apartment. I'm gonna have my own house. And this is what I want. I always loved advanced, matured people around me. Older people around me, they were always around me and stuff. So, I always try to build my friends. But if I build then it's fine. And I'm moving.
People.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, obviously, you kind of, went through a phase before finding the ideal career for you. What made you realize that, okay, I want to stick to DJing. I want to actually do this. And this is for me.
Not saying that I'm sticking to DJ. Okay. Fine. I did computer science. I'm a computer science specialist. But then I got into entertainment.
Yeah.
This thing of entertainment, I didn't choose to be in this entertainment industry, guys. Yeah. I'm making it clear. I didn't choose. It chose me. So it chose me.
Yeah.
One day, that's the story. One day, my cousin Bonang, she was like, oh, cause we're going to the Metro of Emma they're in Durban. So we're going to shoot. I'm starting my own reality TV show. Get what? Yes, we're going to be on TV. Oh, wow, we'll see about that. I just agreed to it, Then, but the microphone and stuff and okay, life goes on. It started that way in Durban.
I see.
In 2017.
Next minute, it's a reality TV.
Yeah, the next thing, boom. We're on TV and people are and people that didn't like growing up, a lot of people, I think, that didn't like me. Yeah, they didn't like me. In regardless of Chemo TV, before this, people never liked me. They were saying,
I mean, definitely, if you are different from how a typical Kasi girl is like, people are always going to say
and
that
you are
way.
the only child, you dress up nicely, do bondi.
Why are you always going to?
Yeah,
do you not have a lot of friends when cancer?
Like, this girl, you're white born. Even in high school, they were like, I had only one friend, high school. They're like, this girl, you're white born. Why I saw. And then I asked my dad. My dad was like, jealousy was always going to be there. People are going to be jealous of you. There's people that are going to love you and hate you.
I see.
And then I was like, I don't care. So that thing built me. And I was like, thinking, I don't care. This is me and stuff. So TV started. Now everybody wants to be my friend.
Yeah.
I'm like, hello, who are you?
I wanted to ask, the clout that probably
Yeah,
came
like I didn't understand. How come we didn't know you're Bonang's cousin? I'm like, for what? Why should only my closest friend knew? Like, okay, Bonang. But then I never like told everybody for in, because she chose a different career. She chose media. I chose computer science. And then she came to Joburg, and I was never a Joburg person. I've always been in Pretoria.
Together. When she comes around, she'll always be your sister.
Yes, not for your celebrity. No. So it started that way. We started shooting, and I was like, and I worked with ICASA. There's a company called ICASA.
No, I don't.
Yeah, then I got a huge like government job in Ntikibata with a lot of benefits. Then I got it with ICASA in Sandton. I was like, everything is working out for me and stuff. I got my own apartment around in Sandton.
Yeah.
Like everything was working out. But stress, kara eman miracle. But there's always something that you want. Every time when you get something, there's always something so
when you get this, you want that.
Then you want this. Then I got that job, and then the job was like, okay, khomanate, chelete shapo and stuff. Mayana te Gautraini, khomanate. Go sharp. One stress am miracle ola yano. I want stress, but the nele the thing gore ke dutse ka mo office. Now Instagram ya popa yano. People are eating breakfast ka 10. When are you sitting in the office? O shebile laptop. God knows this is not my life. Hey, this is not my life, man. This is not my life. This is not my life. Not my life.
Yeah.
And then now, we were shooting. We started shooting and stuff. The camera did like a miracle. Now people. What's going on? Who are you? What's going on? We saw you on Instagram. I was never like a social media person.
Yeah.
I was never a social media person. Even Facebook and stuff. I was never. I was just a normal girl. Like
I know. Normal. Yeah, your post really came out after the show.
I was never like a social media person. So after that, then social media.
Do you ever kind of wish to
I was private.
Do you ever kind of like wish to go back to that life, like pre the show?
Like now I'm private. I keep my standards, hey. Like I'm private. Like I don't care. Like I get drunk. I get drunk. I keep you under pressure, and you're not supposed to put yourself under pressure because of
no matter what happens.
Because social media, it will lie about.
So true. So now, obviously, in the midst of being followed by cameras, it's a reality show. You're like, okay, let me try and venture, into some other things.
That's when I started. And I was like, you know what? I'm leaving my job, and then I'll do it as like projects. Like IT has projects, a lot of projects that I can focus on.
Where they need you.
So I can focus on my own little company, IT, and then do my own things. Then I just left my job because it was hectic. I was shooting, going to the office, and it was like a lot of work. I would leave like shooting and then I had to go to the office at 8:30. So it was like hectic for me, and I was like, and my managers, but it's fine. We can see how hectic.
Was that a stressful decision, or you felt like, this was something I should have done?
Well, the money was. Now I was looking at the money, if whether I will survive. Don't leave your job. Advice don't leave your job knowing the factor I will leave your job knowing there's something. A sharp backup. So I got a backup, a sharp, okay, fine, this is the money that I'm getting. So I'm safe, I can leave my job.
I see. So now let's talk about, you starting to venture into music, into being a DJ. How has that been for you?
DJ is very nice. I've always hang around like the DJ growing up. I always hang around like.
I mean, as a party girl.
Yeah, like I know a lot of DJs. I know a lot of DJs. I love music. Like I know. So it was easy. It was easy for me to say, okay, let me just be a DJ because I am an outgoing person, but then now, as you know, when you grow up, I want to feel like why for you know. So I felt that now that I'm in the entertainment industry, let me just do DJing so that maybe I can go out and interact with my fans because there's fans now.
There are.
So let me just go out and just interact with my fans. People, maybe they want to understand me. And I wanted people to understand me because some people, they feel like, no, oh, Pinky, yo, tamale bonaki,
They
Pinky.
just see you as
a handbag, like, they don't, no, guys, no, you need to understand me. You need to understand me. Sit with me and you'll understand me. Some bona fela mo TV, so I was like, yeah.
So what are like challenges that you experienced as like a DJ, you know, coming in, especially as like a female artist?
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Do you mind like maybe highlighting the challenges that you went through?
Being a DJ, guys, you need to, a female DJ, like, it's not easy. Like, it's not easy. Don't just be a DJ because of everybody's becoming a DJ.
How public figures make it.
Don't be like that. I know it's easy money and stuff like that, but you must know your story. You must know your music. Because now these DJs, they feel so disrespected. Okay, DJ. And I'm not trying to do that, guys. I'm not a DJ. I'm just doing it because I know how to DJ and I went for practice and stuff like that. I'm still practicing. I'm not perfect, but I just went for it because so that I can interact with my people, just as something, because of what else?
I see. And there's really no, you're never too late to ever start to venture into something.
So and then people were booking me for hosting, and I didn't understand this hosting thing because hosting, it's like you drink alcohol
Influencers. Get influencers.
Why? Why shouldn't like you host? They host in Ghana. And they give you free alcohol. You don't do anything. Like, I don't know. Let me just be a DJ. Because that's why. And then, you know, challenges. It's like, I don't know, man. There's a lot, man. There's a lot of competition. And like the competition, I just want to be my own. Like, I just want to be my own. That's why I am a DJ, but I'm not a DJ.
I get you.
Like,
you don't want to be labeled, titled, or boxed.
It's like I'm going out, interacting with my fans. I'm playing music at DJ. You know,
I see.
No, that's how I want to take it.
So, I mean, how's life on the road? You know, I remember this one video I had seen of Mpura talking about how dangerous it is.
It's dangerous.
You know, because at night you have a gig here, at this time you have a gig there. So how has life on the road been for you, where you have to attend this gig, stop, attend that gig, you know?
Guys, you don't have to feel under pressure. You know, like the way you're saying it, like Bompura, like that death, it was like, I don't know, you know, when you get into this industry, you can do a lot, and money's never enough. Money is never enough, but then you must just like respect yourself. Like, Naka December, I didn't gig, Joe. December, because last year I lost my grandmother. My grandmother is the one who named me Pinky Girl. So I
read
lost
somewhere that she was like the most special thing.
Yes, like you're my grandmother. And then I lost my uncle. So December I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna gig. You need to like collect yourself as a person. Calm down, Joe. You don't have to rush for it. You feel under pressure or mama waper Gucci, mama waper mama. You don't have to. Just calm down, ube cool, collect yourself, find yourself, ube relaxed. That's why people are going under depression, because of they feel under pressured.
They do.
They feel under pressure. There's nothing. People are going through a lot, like
Everyone.
a lot. Everyone. So you need to just to collect yourself, manage yourself properly, ube sharp, going according to yourself, how you see yourself. Don't go according to how the society wants you to be.
And the pressures.
Only social media about post that you don't know who that person will relate.
Yeah. So true, man. So, I mean, how do you avoid such negativity? Or do you just naturally
negativity?
Have that?
There's always going to be negativity. I told you, my dad told me that. Jealousy, people are going to love you or hate you. And it's fine. Yeah. Why do they hate you? Do they know you?
No.
No.
I see. So now let's talk about your first gig. What was
Negativity
your
gang,
first
mar.
gig? I don't,
Jealous. It's okay,
Ne?
negativity.
Mona.
Ngoba? So you don't have to
Stress about those kind of things, ne? That is so true. Because there's billions and billions of people in this entire world, and not everyone is going
They
to
want
love
to bring you down.
And not
And
everyone is gonna
about
be for
try.
you.
Yeah, life is all about challenges. They want to try you out or ojwang. Can you handle this pressure or what? And you're not all about them. You are not all about them.
I am taking this in right now.
Yeah, you're not all about them. Be you, do you.
Yeah.
Never mind your negativity. Ha motho a bua ntho e negative, it means hore ke yena ka
You're
mogare.
right.
Yes.
I've actually also realized that, and I said to myself that whatever negative opinion or outlook someone may have of me has everything to do with themselves than it is with me.
Yes.
It is everything to do with like
Wait,
whatever challenges or
do they
battle.
know you? They don't know you. They don't know where you come from.
Yeah.
Badula lwena. Like, so, no, they don't.
No. That is so true. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's talk about your first gig. Do you remember what was your first gig?
Yeah, my first gig was in Pretoria, Kososha.
How was that? Did you feel like any pressure?
No, I didn't feel any pressure. My family was there. My mom, my uncles, my aunts, they were there. I didn't feel any pressure. Guys, as long as you've got family support, ushapo in life. I know who there's some family members jealous and stuff like that, but there's the ones that loves you. Like your mom, your dad, like people very close people, like some, even some of your friends, they are family now. So, baba sharp. So, right.
Yeah. Have you ever opened for any big artists? Or there's no people that you really consider as big artists?
Everyone is big. Everyone is big. No, I haven't opened for any big artist.
I see.
They always put me as like king headliner. Yeah, that.
I see how it works. Well, last but not least, I want to know what people can actually expect from you going forth.
Guys, I'm planning a lot of things, like projects, like my IT company, like I'm focused on like females, like women empowerment, like, females development and stuff. I'm all about that. So IT, in terms of IT, I'm trying to build like females into my IT company.
That's good.
Yeah. And then in terms of that pink couches, it's all about female DJs. I haven't even
asked about it.
Like pink couches is going to be like this, like a podcast. We will like the different rooftops.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I will invite like different like upcoming DJs, female DJs, and then we play at like different rooftops. Parties.
That sounds really cool. Well,
I
can't wait
that.
For your project.
Are you a DJ?
No,
or you want to be?
No.
Because everybody wants to be a DJ.
Not me. I can't handle. No, I can't handle.
So yeah.
No, but exciting projects then coming for you. Well, we want to know where people can actually find you. For the people who don't know your socials.
Instagram, I'm Pinky Girl.
Yeah.
Pinky_.girl.
I actually didn't ask how your granny gave you that name.
Well, I've always been like a cute little girl, like pretty, like yellow, like pinky. My pinky girl. Like, yeah, that's how it came. I'm the first grandchild.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I'm the first grandchild.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming.
Is that all? That was so quick.
Was it quick?
That was really quick.
Or am I just enjoyable?
You are very enjoyable.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Me.
Yes, you look very gorgeous. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.